G'day, frothers, it's Fish, the beach bum investor. Not a typical cryptocurrency report right now, just actually responding to a YouTube comment that got left recently. I'm not going to name and shame, but obviously a crypto hater, which is fine. Everyone's allowed their own opinion, and it's what causes a market, so it's a good thing that we do have people like this. The comment says Bitcoin is fake money. That's all you need to know about cryptocurrencies. For those of you who aren't aware, 97% of fiat currency exists as ones and zeros on a computer. It's not tangible. So to me, that's no more backable than a cryptocurrency. Why? Because it's backed by the government though. Well, that's not the best of arguments either. I mean, if you have a look at the Cyprian people recently who had their savings accounts levied just to bail out Cyprus. Yeah, the government was pulled into a bit of trouble by Greece, but they mismanaged the economy. And they just basically said, well, we'll take that, thank you very much. So I don't see putting your trust in the crypto economy as any more or less risky necessarily than trusting a government, depending on which region of the world you're in. Another good example, India. I can't remember the year. I want to say it was late 2015 when the Indian government just pulled the money, basically. Oh, it might have been this time last year actually, that they just pulled the money out of the economy. There was a reason behind it. And it did actually have a pretty good effect on stopping some terrorist activity as well. So there were some positives with it, but the poor people who needed that cash to trade day to day, it's a really cash-based economy in India. They had nothing to buy and sell with. Pretty much crippled the economy for a while there. So, look, I think that comment left on my YouTube page shows some naivety. A lot of people will call you conspiracy theorists for coming forward with ideas like this, but it is the reality. I mean, it's backed up by facts. Have a look at Cyprus. Have a look at India. Have a look at targeted inflation rates. In Australia, we're targeting 2 to 3% inflation. Now, for the person who left that comment on my YouTube channel, that means my government at the moment is targeting a 2 to 3% devaluation of every Australian dollar I own. Now, I think I'm going to do better than that in Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, Chaincoin, PivX, you name it today. Exclusive coin, Clams. Do you want me to keep going? Because at least these companies are targeting profits for me. They're targeting building a better world through the blockchain, and they're targeting decentralization, which takes the control out of the hands of governments and financial institutions to make rash decisions with our money. We've forgotten the GFC very quickly, obviously. So for me, I'm happy. I'm happy to be investing. Obviously, I need money to live in the real world. Australia's not quite integrated it into our system yet, but we have made moves to already. And just in case you weren't aware, I think it's NAB and Westpac. Now, they're two of the biggest banks in the world, and they're already signed up with Ripple. I think that's right, or they're definitely linked with Ripple in some way. So, mate, even the banks are getting on board with this. So maybe it's time you did as well. Alright guys, I just want to show you a quick visual representation of how this sort of talk can affect market sentiment. And just a little bit of a warning to all the crypto haters out there. So what happens is we see people understanding about the crypto economy and they get excited about it and it comes up like this. But then people start going, oh no, it can be hacked, and so it comes down. And people start to debunk these things and realise some of these myths going around are stupid, so the economy shoots right up here, and then there's another rumour leak, and it comes back down again. And this is the problem. I mean, we saw this massive crash back in, I think it was 2014, correct me if I'm wrong, from roughly $1,000 US of Bitcoin itself, way back down to, I can't even remember because I wasn't in the economy back then, but $100, $200, correct? Please leave the comments on YouTube. In any case, we've sort of gone along like this, and we've gone up to these highs, and now we're coming back down again. And we're just not sure if this marvellous technology that can do so much more than just be a currency is actually going to become part of our society. So we question, and we go up and down, and everyone gets excited, but we come back down again because people are just I don't know, they're spreading this fear and doubt, and that's the sort of look we get, and that's kind of what I want to say to all the cryptocurrency haters out there. Is it kind of looks like that, and I think 3 to 5 years from now, we're going to be the ones laughing that you didn't get in earlier. So, to the person who left the comment on the wall, I do appreciate a balanced view, but I do appreciate it being a little bit more researched. So, if you're calling cryptocurrency fake, at least balance it up with the fact that 97% of fiat currency doesn't even exist. Alright, okay, thanks guys. I'll catch up with you soon.